In this video, I'll show you what to see in eastern Morocco, the desert, the Sahara Desert, the dry Atlas Mountains. To get to eastern Morocco, kind of to the desert side of things, you could take a bus to Ouarzazate from Marrakesh for 80 dirhams, or to get to Merzouga from Fez via bus, it's going to be a little bit more. Finding money in some towns will be hard, so make sure you bring cash with. Some places have ATMs and changers, but in general, you're going to have a hard time finding cash. So Ouarzazate is a good kind of staging area to see eastern Morocco. The town itself isn't too terribly interesting. It's the home of the Atlas movie studios, so they've filmed movies there like Prince of Persia, Gladiator. One of the closest things to town is the Tourit Kasbah. One of the more famous kasbahs. It was used in backdrops for a lot of these movies. It's 30 minutes from town. You can get there via Grand Taxi. But yeah, it's fun to explore, walk around. It's very picturesque. You can go through the kasbah and up to the top of the hill and see all the merchants and the view and stuff. From there, you can, get a Grand Taxi or hire a tour guide out of Ouarzazate, who will kind of bring you on a loop. Most tour guides will probably do it for about 3,000 dirham or less. From there, you can go towards the town of Wadidas, up the road of 1,000 kasbahs. You can stop in Kasbah Amradil, and there's kind of like a more smaller private kasbah that you can kind of go and see how life was back then for the people who lived there. It's kind of interesting to see. And moving up there, closer to town, you'll go through the Valley of Roses. You can buy some rose wine and eat some food and kind of explore the area. From there, you can go to the Dades Gorge, which you probably recognize from a BMW commercial filmed there 5 years ago, kind of the pass. It's a neat place. From there, there's a gorge nearby called the Todra Gorge, and that's a lot more interesting. There's 3 springs that kind of feed this oasis in the gorge. It's just a fun area, and if you're into rock climbing, it's a place to go. And around the area is a ton of abandoned kasbahs. They're all abandoned by the Jews. When the state of Israel was made, all the Jewish people left Morocco and abandoned all these kasbahs, and it's kind of cool to run around there and explore them in the oasis. And it's just a general beautiful place and a good place to spend the night. From there, you can head out to the Sahara Desert. And on the way there, you can stop and see these underground canals that were built to bring water from the mountains out to these oases to, feed the sheep, feed the camels. That's kind of cool to see because it's just a giant long tunnel under the desert. But a good place to get into the desert is Merzouga. You can get a camel expedition for about 400 dirham. Some guy will bring you to the edge of the desert via pickup, and you'll get on these camels. And most tours, they take you out for about an hour in the afternoon and then drop you off at this camp kind of in the middle of the desert. And they have food there for you. They have snowboards, so you can go sandboarding down the dunes. And from there, you can climb up to explore the area and watch the sunset over the sand dunes, which is pretty awesome. And they usually have a fire at night with traditional music and singing, and it's pretty awesome. And my favorite part was getting up in the middle of the night because there's no cities for miles and just watching the Milky Way galaxy rise above the dunes. And watch the sunrise right after that. So yeah, the sand dunes are pretty awesome, and that would be the best of East Morocco. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you want more info and tips on traveling, be sure to subscribe. Follow me on social media and check out my website, ryksvideo.com. If you want some sweet merchandise, there will be a link in the description below, as well as a link to the gear and equipment I use. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.